one. I know those first three seem a little bit funny, but this driver fell asleep at 90 kilometers per hour with beta technology after all those warnings and stipulations. So you know what we did? We shut down the autopilot project. We shut it down after just a few weeks because of what we had seen. And here's the thing. It was actually really good news because we had gained a priceless insight into a real conundrum with this technology, a real dilemma. Our autopilot system was very advanced, more advanced than anything on the road today. It had radar, it had LiDAR, it had cameras, it had a massive onboard computer. It was so good, though, that our human drivers became too comfortable too quickly. And that's a real problem, and that's the conundrum. The better that you make driver assist technology, the more likely that the human behind the wheel will not be able to monitor it. So we pivoted with that incredibly valuable insight in 2013, and we had inspired resolve at that point. We believed that the only way to solve the problem of roadway safety was to take the human out of the loop completely. This was the only way to get it done. We committed at that point to full autonomy, no driver monitoring, nor driver's license required. Now at the time, this was the only project in the world that had three critical ingredients. The first was the team had a commitment to deliver fully autonomous driverless technology, and there was no distraction from trying to develop at the same time driver assist technology. We also had a large team of software engineers, and they were at that time already at the cutting edge of AI and machine learning techniques. The final point was that we had made a commitment at that point to deliver not just the software, but also the hardware to build the driver. So we were developing on our own mapping technologies, our own radar, and our own LiDAR technologies. All three of those were super important for us. So we set off in 2013 with the little Firefly you see there. This was a clean sheet approach to develop a low-speed vehicle that could move people around cities using what was, at that time, our third generation technology. It took us 2 years, but by 2015, we had completed the world's first fully driverless road drive on public roads in Austin, Texas. And in 2016, with that landmark ride under our belts, we spun out of the Google universe and became Waymo, an independent company inside of Alphabet. We retired Firefly at that point and moved forward with our first automotive collaboration. This was with FCA and their Pacifica minivan, which used the fourth generation of our hardware. At this point, we'd realized our future wasn't about becoming a car company, and it wasn't about competing with car companies either. We saw our role very clearly. Our role was to provide Waymo drivers for the world. And we would seek to enable, not disrupt, but enable existing companies in the automotive space. Not just car companies, but also other companies in adjacent spaces like Avis and AutoNation, who help us manage our fleet of cars, while we also sought to serve the needs of companies. In 2018, we partnered with JLR to add a second vehicle to the Waymo fleet. This was the Jaguar I-Pace, integrating our fifth generation Waymo driver. This is an all-new system. We're just getting it on the road now. It adds 4-season sensor capability, new sensing modalities, and a revolutionary new LiDAR that achieves another order of magnitude improvement in cost per function compared to what we have on the road now with our fourth generation technology. And working with our partner Magna, we just opened the world's first factory that's 100% dedicated to the production of fully autonomous driver integration. And we put that plant right in the heart of the auto industry in the US, in Detroit, Michigan. We built 30 of these cars so far. They're now at our facilities in California, gearing up for development and testing. And we're working very closely with our friends at JLR, Tier 1 suppliers like Bosch, and Valeo, and Osram are also helping us get up and going. The first Pacificas and that I-Pace will be put to work in Waymo's own network, which we're just launching now in Phoenix, Arizona. But we're also planning to partner with others to put the Waymo driver to work. So earlier this year, we signed an agreement with Renault and Nissan, And here we're going to explore mobility services for passengers and deliveries in Japan and France. And we'll share with everyone more about that work as we make more progress going forward. But what about Waymo's own service? We got that started in April 2017 when we first invited folks to join our early rider program. And after a year and a half of learning from them, we took the next big step in December 2018 by introducing our public ride-hailing system, which we call Waymo One, which now has over 1,000 riders who hail Waymos via our mobile app. Now, we've been testing at small scale in fully driverless mode since 2017, with no trained human drivers behind the wheel. And we've begun to responsibly ramp our driverless offerings to our riders in the Metro Phoenix areas. I'll tell you, one of the things we love the most at Waymo is watching the reactions of first-time riders as they experience this fully driverless world for the first time. I thought you might like to see what that looks like. We've got a short video to share here.
Driving by itself. There's no driver, Daddy. See?
That is nuts. It's pretty crazy. It's like there's a ghost at the steering wheel.
Kind of feel like royalty being paraded around in this thing.
School zone.
Look at these guys. Look it over.
Are they?
No driver.
No!
What?
So Waymo think it's cruising.
Oh, it's a pretty sharp turn. They made it pretty smoothly.
Thank you. Do I say thank you?
Here, we made it. I didn't have to drive.
We've learned a lot from our riders. So what does the future hold for Waymo and the deployment of our technology? Well, with the help of our partners, we plan to deploy Waymo globally. As an independent application of our technology, we're going to be addressing many different business models. The first that we've talked about here is ride-hailing. It's an important first application, provides accessibility for a lot of different people around the world. But our technology can also make trucking safer and stronger and fill a pressing need for drivers in many parts of the world. Now, we've already conducted road tests of the Waymo driver in these big Class 8 trucks in the US, and we're working closely with the ecosystem in trucking, which includes shippers, of course the truck makers, and the suppliers to ensure successful deployment there. Delivery of goods is also an important opportunity, and we're already testing that now with partners like AutoNation, where we're moving car parts from dealership to dealership. Some of our OEM partners are also interested in applying this technology for folks who still want to own their own cars, and we're working with them right now to serve those needs. Listen, our journey has been a long one, and there's still a really long road ahead. And we've learned a couple of really important things over these past 10 years. The first is every step matters. And while early progress in this space can seem rapid, remember it took us just 1 year to do that impressive demo video, we found that achieving scale and safety and robustness and understanding what it takes to delight those riders who we are in service to takes time, a lot of time, and massive effort. There are no shortcuts to getting this done. Second, we've learned that we can't do this on our own. And we're grateful for the help of all of our partners and the communities that we've served. They've helped us embrace the many possibilities of autonomy. And in so doing, have helped us realize a bigger vision, because we think there is a really, really big vision here. We can together redefine many aspects of our world, from commuting to logistics, safety, accessibility, productivity, even urban design, and so much more. Thanks everyone for your time today.